What's it about IPL 2025 and one-sided encounters? Because we've had yet another one-sided encounter. Punjab Kings cantering home versus the Lucknow Super Giants, even though this game was played at the Ekana Stadium, which is the home of the Lucknow Super Giants. Not really proving very lucky for the home side. A huge margin by which Punjab have won this game by a margin of 8 wickets with almost 4 overs to spare. That makes Punjab only the third team in this tournament so far to have a 100% record. They've played 2 games and they have won 2 games. They're now looking like serious contenders for that top 4 finish, something that a lot of cricket pundits had predicted even before this season started, primarily because of the squad that Punjab had assembled, primarily because of the captain that they had in Shreyas Iyer, who had won the IPL last time around, and primarily because of the coach in Ricky Ponting. Let's break this game down. Lucknow Super Giants were put into bat. 171 was never going to be enough. Yes, it was a tricky pitch. You could make that out when Lucknow were batting. But even then, 190, 200 could have been a total that would have allowed them to have a fight in this contest. But once they scored 171, it was never going to be enough. And the biggest talking point when it comes to the Lucknow team is the failure of their captain in Rishabh Pant. It's been 3 games now where he hasn't fired, and probably that's one of the reasons why they are coming up with these below par performances. Remember, the race for the wicketkeeper batter for the Indian team is hot and running, and he's competing for that spot where Sanju Samson seems to be leading. But Rishabh Pant was part of India's T20 setup at the T20 World Cup, but now that spot is slipping away. Remember, he's already out of the playing 11 when it comes to ODI. Of course, he'll be part of the test team, but in T20 eyes, his form is leaving a lot to be desired. And as a captain, he really needs to step up for Lucknow. They've played 3 games and have lost 2 out of those 3 games. And his form is definitely coming under scrutiny. Single-digit scores is not something that will give confidence to Rishabh Pant in this IPL, will not give any confidence to his team, will not give any confidence to Rishabh Pant's international future in white ball cricket with the Indian team. But while Rishabh Pant may have been struggling, his counterpart, the captain of Punjab Kings, Shreyas Iyer, is absolutely flourishing. Another half century for him after a 97 not out in the first game. He's now second on the list of orange cap winners. What is really standing about Shreyas Iyer in this IPL so far? One, the confidence with which he is batting, no matter the situation, he's attacking the bowlers, playing across different strokes across the ground, really standing out in that. And that confidence is now percolating down to the rest of the team as well. So he's ready to take on the attack, playing selfless cricket, and then his captaincy, spot on with his field placements, with his bowling changes, and also pretty calm under pressure. These are qualities that are going to hold him in good stead. Remember, he's eyeing a comeback into the Indian T20I setup, and with these performances, he should get that. And he's also putting his hand up when it comes to white ball captaincy, because sooner or later, you'll be looking for captains in both the ODI as well as the T20I format. And Shreyas Iyer is slowly but steadily emerging as a contender for that. Alongside Shreyas Iyer, the other standout performers for Punjab Kings, special mention of Prab Simran getting 69 at a strike rate of over 200, and that is really impressive. Nehal Vadera also outstanding in the 40 odd that he got. So the Punjab Kings batting lineup absolutely decimated Lucknow's bowling attack, and these youngsters really coming onto the fore. And why are these knocks really special? Because on the other hand, I spoke about Pant's failure when it was the chance of Lucknow batting. But let's not forget, someone like a Nicholas Pooran. Shreyas Iyer is number 2 on the orange cap list. Number 1 is Nicholas Pooran. But more so, Nicholas Pooran, the batter, in the way that he bats. And today, when he was batting, and he's batted about 30 deliveries, and his strike rate is at 140 something. Now, here's a batter who bats at a strike rate of 200 plus. When his strike rate is at 140, having batted 30 deliveries, that's another thing. He gets out in 5-6 balls, and his strike rate is low. That can happen. But after 30 deliveries for a batter like Pooran, strike rate is never in the 140 range, which is telling you how tough the pitch was to bat on. That is why I'm saying look at the batting of a Nehal Vadera, Shreyas Iyer, Prab Simran. Really tells you that Punjab Kings right now is batting like a champion team. Yes, you can argue that the batting conditions improved slightly in the second half, but even then, overall, between the two teams, batting-wise, Punjab King a notch above. Bowling-wise as well, if you look at the performance of the Punjab team, they have an outstanding bowling lineup. If you see their fast bowlers, they've got Marco Jansen, who bowling very well. Arshdeep, who may have been expensive but picked up 3 wickets. So he's been very, very good for them so far. And they got a Lockie Ferguson as well. Just look at that bowling lineup that they have. Amazing fast bowling lineup. And with a batting lineup like that, with a bowling lineup like that, they are looking like real contenders. Lucknow, not quite, falling short on this occasion. 2 losses in 3 games. And I think going forward, if you're going to have these sluggish pitches in Lucknow, that's not going to really favor the home side. And most teams try to look for home advantage. And if the pitch is going to be sluggish, which is against Lucknow's strength of their batting, where they want flat pitches, I'm afraid they're going to be losing more games at home. And that's never ideal if you're fighting for that playoff spot. Do give us a like on the video if you're enjoying our content. Share it with your other friends who love cricket and the IPL. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Nikhil Naz, signing off.